Good morning, guys. Today's Saturday. I'm starting this vlog kind of late in the day. Right now it is 3:30 in the afternoon. Haven't really been doing much so far this morning, just laying around. But my dad just texted me a little while ago and said he wanted me and Tony to come over for something, so that's where we're gonna go right now. Headed over to my dad's. See what he wants. I don't know. Right now, I'm at my dad's. He asked me to come over. He said he needed something. So Tony and I came over, and he needed help getting stuff out of a trailer. If you've been watching my vlogs for a while, you know coming over to my dad's house just upsets me. My dad is the definition of a hoarder, for sure. My house, growing up, always been filled with stuff. Outside of the yard, vehicles, any free space is filled up with stuff. Probably 3 or 4 years ago, I don't remember when, my parents got divorced. And when my mom kicked them out of the house, her and my sister emptied the house. Got rid of everything. And it was nice. It was nice. Eventually, she let my dad move back in, and slowly it's been filling up and filling up, filling up. It's been slowly getting back to the way it was, and it just really pisses me off because of everything that we went through, and then it's like he's back to his old ways. So when I come over here, I don't vlog very much. I don't show you guys very much because of how it is, of how everything is, and just it's hard for me to come over here all the time. I'm going to show you guys what it looks like today. I'm going to take you inside right now and show you what the inside looks like, and then I'll show you the outside. So this down here is my mom's craft area. It's not that bad, and you can see carpet, you can get through. She's not as bad as my dad, but she is still very much as bad as he is in terms of collecting craft things and supplies and whatever. She's more organized about it, but this is her little office area. And then in there is a washer and dryer. It's the bedroom. The walls are all torn up. Piles. Again, not too bad. Back upstairs. So this is the living room. This is the living room. It's just stuff. Look at how this is all the area I have to walk. That's it. All they have is a space to sit, and that's it. Everything else is piled up. Kitchen. It's the bathroom. That's clean. This room over here used to be a playroom for my little niece, their granddaughter. When she comes over, they had a room for her to play. Look, you can't even get in it now. You can kind of peek in. That's completely overtaken. You know, anytime they're out and they see something kiddish, they get it. Oh, it's for her, it's Sarah. And it just piles up. And this is the other bedroom. So one little area to sleep, that's it. Everything else piled up. My mom tries to keep somewhat of a hold on the situation and not let him get out of control too bad. But as you can see, it is overwhelming. And I'm not showing this to embarrass my family or, you know, put shame on them or anything like that. I just wanted to, like, show you. You know, you see all those hoarder shows on TV, and it's like, oh, gross. But my parents are not like the dirty hoarders. They don't have garbage piled up. They don't have bugs. They don't have dead animals. They have just clutter, just things, just clutter. So don't get the wrong impression. They're not like the dirty kind of hoarders. They just collect everything. And so, like I said, when my mom kicked my dad out when they got divorced, she had this place empty, clean. We actually had that table right there. It's a dining room table. There was actually chairs at it. We actually sat and had a meal at it. You can't do that now. So, like, family gatherings don't exist. And this is why. It's very aggravating to be around this. And again, you know, I'm not doing this to embarrass my family. Like, I love my dad very, very much. And I love my mom. And it's just, I don't want to see them living like this, you know. They're old now. They're 60. If one of them falls in this and gets hurt, no one's gonna know. No one's gonna know. They shouldn't be living like this, and it's not clicking in my dad's head. You know, you get old, you're supposed to be downsizing, getting rid of your stuff. Downsizing, just to do you, move into like a smaller place. But he's doing the exact opposite. Everything just fills up. And he has a reason for everything. He has a purpose for everything in his mind. So if you say anything to him about it, he just gets so upset. He shuts down. He gets upset, and then he'll say things like, you know, I guess nobody even really wants me here. I guess I'm just better off if I'm dead, or I'm better off if I'm not even around you and the family and I leave the house or whatever. And it's like, and then you're like, that's not what we're saying, Dad, you know? And that sort of black and white thinking, that's what works for him, shutting down, because it gets people to leave him alone. But if you keep at it and aggravating him, it just makes it worse. So it's like you don't know what to do. So this is the inside of the house, and now I'll show you the outside deck, and I'll show you the outside. Broken deck. The whole thing needs to be redone, but he's taking the boards off one at a time, repainting them, renailing them one at a time. It's taking years. So my dad just noticed me with my phone out, like recording things, and he started getting upset, like, don't film my stuff, don't film whatever. So I had to like quickly put my phone down and be like, oh no, I wasn't doing that, you know. I had to like quickly diffuse the situation before he just got like mad. So he's in the backyard with Tony right now, and I'm back in the truck. He called us over because he got a like 14-foot swimming pool that he wants to set up in his backyard for my niece Sahara. So he wanted us to come over and take a look at where we should put it and whatever, and he wants us to come over tomorrow and do it. So that was the reason. And I'm like, where did you get that? Oh, I got this pool. It cost less than $196. And I'm like, where did you even get $196? Where did you get that money? How are you spending money? Like, I pay your bills. If my mom's giving you money to buy things, like, it's not okay. They don't have the money. I guarantee you, my mom's bills are like overdue, and then they still go out and spend money on frivolous things. They go to the thrift stores every day. My dad gets stuff at yard sales every day. He brings stuff home from neighbors. Oh, this guy gave me this for free. Oh, this guy gave me that. Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm gonna go pick up this from this lady's yard. She gave me this. And I'm like, it blows my mind. Especially people that know him and have seen his house and like how he lives, and they still give him things. It's like, really, why are you contributing to that? You know how he is. But he still takes anything he sees. And his excuse is, oh, I grew up in a poor family and we never had anything, so it's nice to be able to have things now. When you have something, you take it and you get it. And it's like, and back in my day, if something was broken, you fixed it. You don't just throw it out and get a new one. And now it's like, yeah, but Dad, the money you're going to spend on fixing something is not worth it. You're better off just getting a new one. Especially when you don't have the money to fix anything. But like I said before, he has a plan for everything. He has a reason for everything in his head. He has a purpose for everything. Everything has a meaning. But yeah, he never does anything with any of it. It just piles up, piles up. Anything he sees and gets, he gets 4 of it because he wants to leave one to each of his 4 daughters. Anything for kids, he gets for his granddaughter. Any project he starts, he never finishes it. So this whole house and this whole area is just projects that are unfinished that he started and doesn't do anything. He leaves furniture outside, it gets ruined. He's like, oh, look at this. Oh, he thinks everything is worth something, and it's not. So there's always a reason for keeping something and not getting rid of it. And it's so aggravating, so frustrating. No one wants to be over here. No one wants to be in the clutter. You can't have any family gatherings. It's like you're trading your family for stuff. You're trading the people in your life for all these things. And, my mom is just as bad with her craft stuff, cooking stuff. It just sucks, Growing up, I never had friends over. Never had friends over. And no one ever came in the house because of the way it is inside. I mean, there's literally only a path to walk through, and everything else is just piled up high around you. Like I maybe had one friend that I actually ever had come over here, and she watches my vlog, so she knows that I'm talking about her. She remembers being younger and coming over this house and seeing stuff everywhere. Like, she knows exactly what I'm talking about. And that was probably the only time that I ever had a friend over. What kind of childhood is that when you can't have friends over? When I started dating Tony and the first time I brought him over here to meet my family, I thought for sure he was gonna freaking run for the hills, because look what he was getting himself into. So I just always get so aggravated and overwhelmed coming over here because I love my family so much and I want to spend time with them, but I can't handle this. I can't handle being around this stuff. And even my house that I live in my grandparents' old house, which is the house that my dad grew up in. So the basement is filled with stuff. The garage is filled with stuff. 3 generations of stuff. His childhood stuff, his parents' stuff. So living in my grandparents' old house, it's like my grandparents, my dad's, my stuff, my roommate's stuff. It's like, he has a sentimental attachment to my house that I live in because that's the one he grew up in. So that's a major reason why I don't want to buy that house, because it's never going to be mine and Tony's house. It's always going to be the family house. It's always going to have that attachment to somebody. It's never going to be ours. And I hate to say this, until he passes away and we can like get rid of stuff or do stuff to the house without upsetting him about changing the house, you know. And I really hate to say that. I don't want to think about my dad being gone, but I know that's the only time things are ever going to get better, is because you can't change someone with that hoarding mentality and someone who's living in the past. So it's like I just have to stick it out. I really hate to say that, but I just wanted to show you guys, because I know there are other people that live like this, and I know that it is very hard. Like, hoarding ruins families. I'm not trying to embarrass my family by showing them this, but I don't know. I don't know what to do anymore, except avoid the house and avoid my family, and then before I know it, they're gonna be gone. Like, and that's upsetting. So my dad's coming back around now, so I'm gonna end it here.